We are Hard Rock Hell number 8 and I'm joined with Santa Cruz. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Awesome.
Which mic should I take? We're doing awesome. It's Archie Cruz here with my brothers, biological brothers, Johnny Cruz right here, and Meaty Cruz over there.
What's up?
Excellent. Well, 2009 you guys formed. I think it was back in Helsinki. How's it been going since then?
Well, it's been ongoing movement to the forward direction. So we've been just basically like developing our own style and, you know, doing demos and stuff before we got signed. And now we're here at Wales doing a show, and we're ready to promote our next album. So, you know, it's been perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I was going to say
10 years Wembley, I'd say.
It was actually nearly a year to the date. We saw you on a rainy night in Bristol supporting Cobra and the Lotus.
Oh yeah.
We were there.
Yeah, we were there. Quite a small venue.
Yeah.
Small and unique. That was the first time we had actually had a chance to see you. And
Bristol, wasn't it like the wooden venue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and
Where was the mixer guy?
No, that was in Bristol.
Yeah, it was.
That was like Birmingham, I think.
No, it was Bristol.
We've been to Bristol 2 times, right?
One.
Okay.
Alright, let's argue. Fight! 1, 2, 3, go!
yeah, so that was quite a good evening.
Thanks a lot.
First time we'd actually, I'd heard one of your tracks had been sent it, but that was the first time I actually got to see you perform live.
Yeah.
That evening. One thing which I sort of like about you guys is you're bringing the glam metal sort of back in, where it was back in sort of like mid 80s to late 80s here in the UK, and suddenly sort of died off, that sort of thing. But with guys like yourself, you're like researching it, you're really bringing it back in, and it's giving it another good kick.
Yeah, I think that I'd say that we're taking like all the influences from all the classic rock, and not specifically from glam metal, like from the 70s as well. 70s rock, Led Zeppelin and the Stones, and to Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Skid Row, all the bands we liked when we were like 14, and still like, but we love them. And just like trying to bring some new influences. We've been listening to Pantera with this record, and there's like heavy riffing and stuff. So it's not about bringing back anything, I wouldn't say. It's just reinventing hard rock. That sounds quite ballsy, but just like bring hard rock to the next generation, because it's usually all about being a throwback or all about being a band like Linkin Park, and we want to be something in the middle, you know.
You don't want to be like Linkin Park.
We don't want to be like Linkin, but I meant what I meant was what we want to be fresh, and still. They're playing Wembley, right? So I wouldn't mind being it.
So obviously your new album, I think about 2015 release date for next year?
Yeah, in March 2015.
Yeah. Is there any sort of, you guys got a title for that, or is it still under discussion?
No, it don't have a title.
We don't have a title actually, because it's self-titled.
Right. So when it comes to like the artwork, do you use anyone in specific, or do you
It depends. Usually we use somebody, but now we did.
You have to talk to the mic.
Yeah, no. Yeah, usually we use somebody, but this time we used only by ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Everything is done by ourselves.
Even if the artist is an outsider, the idea is usually coming from us.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're just making the music and telling somebody, hey, can you make a cool cover art for us? Which is like we have it all figured out in our heads before we get anybody to work on it. But the cover of our next album is gonna actually, there's no outside artists involved, except for the skull, of course, which has been made before. But yeah, you'll see.
Nice one. So with the new album as well, is it going to be specifically on sort of like CD download, or are we going to be seeing it on vinyl?
Yeah, vinyl, of course.
Well, vinyl is the shit.
Yeah.
And we've been having this thing now that we've released 2 vinyl singles, 7-inch, and we're gonna release 1 more before the album, and the album is gonna be 12-inch, like me cock. Just I was just, if you have anything to say.
The other thing as well, which has been coming back, a few bands been releasing their albums on cassettes as well. Is that starting to make a comeback?
Well, I've never been a cassette kind of a guy.
I was, because I had this car where I have the cassette player. So.
The Green Devil.
Green Devil.
Yeah, the Green Devil. But I think cassettes are more like this, you know, old school punk thing. It's not for us.
Yeah. There will be probably a time we're gonna release something on cassette, but not yet.
Like only on cassette.
Yeah. When we do the punk cover album or something.
Yeah. Or black metal cover album.
Blaze in the northern sky.
Well, earlier on you obviously mentioned like Wembley. Wembley.
Yeah.
To play there. Out of all the venues anywhere in the world besides Wembley, where would you like to see yourselves perform?
What do you think? Take a guess.
Well, you mentioned Wembley, but I don't know, say here in the UK, probably somewhere like the Sacred Grounds of Download.
Well, that's a good one, but I was about to say Madison Square Garden.
Or
Yeah, that's, you know, Wembley and MSG. Those are the holy grails of rock and roll.
Yeah, the cradles.
and if you had a choice, obviously a few years ago now, the Big Four got together, did a set. You guys are now one of the new Big Four, and you had to perform a song. Who would be the other three bands you would have with you on stage, and what song would you?
Of the Big Four of thrash?
You are one of the Big Four.
Ah.
So you need another three bands, and what song would you perform?
So if we were one of the Big Four and we needed
3 other bands.
Yeah.
to form the new Big Four.
Yeah.
That's a trick question. That's a tough question.
I think we should just play like 4 sets of our songs.
Yeah, I honestly I cannot say, because there aren't hard to imagine any like newer bands in the same genre with us like doing that kind of a thing. But if you ask,
Okay, Lost Society.
oh, Lost Society would be one of the bands. Lost Society. Well, let's call it Big Two.
Big Two.
2 songs each.
Yeah. A Lost Society song, Overdosed Brain.
And Kill.
Yeah.
So after today, what's left in store for the rest of the year for you guys? You got any more tours coming out?
We're actually hitting the United States in December. We're having a show in New York City and Los Angeles, California.
Ooh.
And next year we're gonna have a little vacation in January. Then we're gonna have a few shows in
Finland.
yeah, and in March we're gonna put out the album.
European tour, Finnish tour, States tour.
Excellent.
Summer festivals.
So it's all about the gypsy life next year.
You say this guy disappear.
I like the sound.
So when you guys are not performing, not writing, rehearsing, what do you do to relax?
Drink.
Drink, smoke, fuck. No,
I'm gonna lie on that.
I like watching movies and listening to music, like, and playing the guitar, and you know, of course, hang out and mingle with people.
Excellent. Okay, you mentioned movies.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers or Universal Studios, one of the directors decided to phone you up, said, we want you to do a soundtrack to a film.
Of course Universal, because we're on Universal.
Yeah, there you go. What style genre film would you...
Action film.
Schwarzenegger movie.
Action, full on like stupid fucking action, like.
Expendables 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
4 would be great.
No, it would be cool to do a soundtrack to a like a, you know, action movie in the vein of Quentin Tarantino, but he uses like old. He doesn't do like scores, or he uses old songs like to form a different soundtrack. But yeah,
We're gonna be on some romantic comedy or something.
yeah, something with Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone.
Excellent, excellent. Well, guys, so thank you so much for taking time out.
Thanks.
I know you've got a hectic schedule, and obviously you're performing a bit later on, so you obviously need a couple more drinks as well to chill out.
You coming to see the show?
We certainly am. So enjoy the rest of Wales.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get to see you.
It was a pleasure.
Later on again next year.
Take care.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.